I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for Ambition Season 1 Episode 8. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, Titus, he been out sleeping off in the middle of the night. Now, apparently this is routine for them. Like when he can't sleep or he's trying to think about a case, trying to clear his mind, he like to drive in the middle of the night. Only thing I want to be doing in the middle of the night is sleeping and sleeping alone. But that's what he does. And he's got back into doing that. But the only thing is, he's supposed to wake up tomorrow and let her know that, hey, I feel like going for a drive. Now, since he's not communicating with her, she's like, okay, where was you at? You didn't come back home till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, you out here just wasting gas? Just like, gas expensive now. You just out here wasting gas, just driving around because you trying to clear your head? Like, I was with her, like, what was you doing? He was like, I was just trying to clear my mind. Like, why are you up here interrogating me? It's because you was out until 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you didn't wake me up to let me know. So I'm just wondering what you got going on. See, that's where I was at, and that's where Tomorrow's at. Tomorrow's like, yeah, he up to something. I was like, girl, yeah, he up to something. He gone to 4 o'clock in the morning. He ain't trying to wake you up because he talked about something. He wanted you to sleep peacefully. Now, like, I would appreciate that because I don't want you waking me up. Until my glasses are on my face, I am not going to be able to have a coherent conversation with you. Now, if my glasses not on my face, please do not try to talk to me. Once my glasses are on, that's when I can have a full conversation with you. But he's like, I wanted you to sleep. She's like, ah. Then when he walked off, like, yeah, you up to something, Titus, and I'm going to figure out what it is. So, Stephanie and Greg's midday rendezvous was interrupted because his cousin has a little bone to pick with him. Now, luckily, he got like a little sensor in the hallway to his condo or wherever he live at to notify his phone that somebody's walking down the aisle and walking down the hallway because he got Stephanie out of the way quick, fast, and in a hurry. Cousin got him all up on the couch with a gun up to his head, talk about something. I'm gonna need you to figure some things out, bro. Your daddy not happy. He's like, what you doing? My daddy gonna kill me? He's like, no, but hopefully I have the opportunity to do it myself. I was like, dang. Like, what y'all like, the Malone family from the Have and the Have-Nots? Or like, well, not the Malone family because they ain't trying to hurt each other. But this family, I was like, she just gun up on her cousin, like, hoping that she can doggone to take him out. I was like, Now, I just have to say this. Now, Stephanie, you was all, once, the cousin them left, you mad at him because he didn't put you into this situation which you don't want to be in. But, like, girl, if you wasn't out here cheating on your husband, now, granted, you and your husband can't stand each other, but if you wasn't out here cheating and if you wasn't over at Greg's house, you wouldn't have been put in this situation, have you? You keep on going back for more and more. And Greg, his family is a little shifty. So what do you expect? Oh, somebody you put me in this situation. And then you just get your clothes on and walk off. And I was like, are we using condoms? Are we taking showers afterwards? Because like it just seems like people just having sex all willy-nilly over here. And we don't see no protection at all. Or hear about any type of protection going on. Now, y'all, am I the only one that thought it was weird that Titus and Amara are having a nice little lunch date at Thelma's, and as soon as Councilman Hamilton came along, Titus had to up and leave quick, fast, and in a hurry? I just thought that was weird because he sitting there and ate his food and, too full for dessert, but as soon as Councilman Hamilton come in, all of a sudden Titus got to leave. I was like, what was that about? Like, why are you leaving all of a sudden? I just thought that was weird, and I'm like, I know I'm not the only one that thought that was weird. So, y'all, I don't know how to take Stephanie because I know Rondell don't like Stephanie, and I thought the feeling was mutual, but it seems like Stephanie was telling her mama that she's worried that if Rondell doesn't back off, that Greg's family gonna do something to her, because she was asking her mama, like, hey mama, like, what do you know about Greg Peters, his people, like his family? And I know they some bad people, but like, for real, like, tell me what's going on. And the mom was like, yeah, they bad people. She's like, I'm just scared Rondell's gonna get hurt. Now, I don't think she was just putting on for her mama, because I'm pretty sure if she did, if she was putting on for her mama would know. Or I just don't think she was putting on for her mama. I was like, I figured if she ain't like Rondell, she would let her mama know I can't stand Rondell. But she would seem like she was genuinely concerned for Rondell's like well-being. But like, Mama Cardinal knows her daughter, and she knows that she's sleeping with Greg Peters, and lets her know, look here, girl, if you're gonna be playing with fire, make sure you can control the flame, because you will get burned. Lord knows I have. I was like, what you telling us, Mama? Like, would you play on fire with Daddy Carlisle? Is that what you telling us? Or you trying playing with fire somewhere else and you got burned? Like, I need to know some more into this, because the mama is crazy and ruthless as Stephanie is. We know that she get it from her mama. Daddy think he be doing things that mama, she's something else. Now, Evan has played Bella yet again. And yet again, Bella is surprised that she's getting played by Evan. Now, y'all know he done told her that, hey, since you done gave me all this evidence that I was beating on Roderick's tail, I'm going to set you up with a designer woman. You know, she a big person. You admire her. You want to work with her. So she thinking she getting a meeting with head designer owner woman, and she gets a meeting with the son. She thought that she had like a contract with them, and they was like, oh, no, I'm here because I handle all the professional contracts. We're going to give you like a little 6-week, pre-trial situation, and if we think you good, then we might sign you. But, you ain't just right off the bat just coming in here, making deals with us. That's not what's going to happen. And she's looking like, oh my goodness. I'm like, girl, how many times has Evan promised you things and not come through? This man has actually told you he was going to leave his wife. Hasn't done that. Took all the stuff out your apartment. And the only reason he returned it because you went crying to Stephanie. And he wanted you up out of his house. Because you was going to make trouble. But she over surprised that this deal didn't come through all of a sudden. I'm like, you getting on my nerves, Bella. You really are. Like, you can't be this stupid. You can't really believe that Evan, all the promise that he is not come through to, that he's going to come through now. Like, really, you give him this evidence and he was really going to come through for you? He could have not done anything after he got the evidence, if he wanted to. So, Damien then hired some dudes to come beat him up. Now, his whole thing is Titus showed up at the parking garage threatening him. Basically said, came there being all macho at the thing, talk about she's mine, you may have had her once, but I have her all the time, this my wife, we gonna be together forever. And Amara shows up like, Titus, like, what are you doing? Like, for real, my boss just told me that you was here, and I know that wasn't true. You over here threatening this man. So Damien, being creepy and weird as he is, decides to have these two people come and beat him up. Now, like, I don't know the interaction of them coming to beat him up because they just showed up. I was like, was rolling down the street and the hood was like, y'all want to make some money? Meet me at this address. And they just showed up. Because when they showed up, they was like, he was getting the money out and it's like, we ain't into that. I'm like, y'all showed up here to make money and y'all didn't know y'all was going to beat this man. They're like, he just said, show up and I'm going to pay you some money. Like, I don't know. It was like drug dealers and thinking they was there to sell drugs. Like, I don't know. He didn't explain where he found these dudes at. He just wanted them to beat him up so he can frame Titus. Now, y'all know he loves framing people. So this is what he does. Now, Titus and Amara are at home and they're discussing him showing up, being all macho and this, and the third, and the police show up. Now, before Titus can say, yes, you can enter my home, they've already entered the home. And second, they just had to look at his fist and know that you ain't been out here hitting nobody. Your fist ain't swollen, you're not bloody, you don't have any, nobody was scratching you to defend themselves. And third, they can just look at his phone record and know that his phone didn't ping in this direction in which Damon's little hotel room is at. We could have found all this out. Like, I know nothing about the law. I watch a little Law and Order and I'm like, yeah, they can find out, where his cell phone pinged in. If it wasn't over there by Damien's hotel. Well, we know he didn't do that. Look at his was it knuckles, and know that he wasn't fighting anybody because they would have been swollen. They would have been, he didn't have no, like, when he was beating up on Damien didn't scratch him back. Like, all these things could have proved that he didn't do this. So the next morning, after Amara has picking him up from jail, he got an attitude because he had to sleep on this uncomfortable bench. He has prided himself on never having to go to jail, and here he is having to go to jail. But I was like, you showed up and tried to punk this man, and he got you back. But he was like, well, I'm just going to let you know. I went to Birmingham because I wanted to get some information on Damien. Do you know rumor such and such, such and such? Well, did you know that Damien was sleeping with the man's wife and he was trying to get this man locked up? Did you know that? But, like, that's good information. But then that's going to look like you've been out here stalking Damien Collins as well. Now, I know Damien is creepy as all get out. But I don't know where he be at in the situation with Amara. Because it seems like I'm doing this to destroy your marriage. But also, like, I'm here to help you type of situation. Now, I don't know if it's like helping. His mind is helping. But he was like, let her know that, hey, we should be looking at, Stephanie as well. She could be the ringleader. Because he knows that Stephanie, she crazy. And, she already blackmailed him. And I'm kind of convinced that Stephanie is blackmailing Amara's boss, because, like, why else would you want these two who are in separate divisions working together? I don't care that they was working together and they was a good team in Birmingham. They are in two different departments. So why are you trying to get them to work together so much? And now every time I see her, I just look at her wig and how it don't move, and how Rambling Kay was talking about it. And now I can't stop looking at Amara's wig and like, why does she have that wig on? It's like when I be watching other people's video, when they get to saying stuff, now I focus on that. Now the boss's wig, now every time she move her head, I realize it don't have no bounce and no body to it. I'm looking at Amara's wig like, yeah, she can do better with that wig. Like, a lot of things is going through my mind. Now, where am I at? Okay. Rondell, she done got happy. She done finally went into the throes of passion with old dude after she broke up with him because some woman showed up and was like being kind of flirty with him. And she done thought she done got all her positions. So she done stopped, Greg Peterson company from taking over the banks. But when Mama Carlisle went over there to talk to Evan, and he was talking about the petition, and she didn't put two and two together. Now we find out that 60% of the petitions will not count because they don't live in that district. So now she mad about that. I'm saying, I done said this once and I'll say it again. Bella gonna end up stinking somewhere if she keep on messing with Evan, because he'll seem like the type of, he'll take you out and then had the baby come live with him, like, oh, the baby ain't got nowhere to go. The grandma old. Maybe we should raise him with Stephanie type of situation. I just see that happen. But I'm trying to figure out why Bella's mama thought that Bella and Roger was going to get married and he was going to, like, adopt Joaquin. Like, you don't know your daughter been out here making shady moves? You don't know that, mama? You talking about something, your daughter like that, but you don't know she been out here making shady moves? She done lost a good man, stupid, but a good man, and betrayed him all over trying to further her career. Still trying to get this doggone clothing store at the airport, which several people who do reviews say that don't make sense. We not trying to buy clothes at the airport because that means more stuff that you have to carry throughout the airport. Ain't nobody trying to, during the layover, trying to get an outfit, because that means you got to find somewhere to put the outfit in your luggage that's probably already stacked to the brim. And another thing, Stephanie gonna end up pregnant if she keep on messing with Greg, and then how she gonna explain that to Evan? Because we know they ain't sleeping together. They hate each other. They seem like they cordial at times, but you can see the hate between them. She gonna end up pregnant. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click it, you like it, and you share it with your people. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.